Once upon a time, in a beautiful meadow, there lived a cheerful grasshopper and a hard-working aunt. All through the long sunny days of summer, the grasshopper did nothing but sing and play his fiddle. The aunt, however, worked from sunrise to sunset. Hello, everyone. This is the host. Today we bring you the story of the ant and the grasshopper from Aesop's Fables. Our channel presents stories that are fun to learn, listen and partake in. If you'd like to become a part of our community, tap the subscribe button below to stay updated on our new releases. One day, as the ant was marching through the tall grasses of the meadow, carrying a large kernel of corn on his back, he came across the grasshopper, who was lounging on a large leaf, strumming his fiddle and singing merrily. "Hello there, Mr. Ant," called out the grasshopper cheerfully. "Why are you working so hard on this glorious day? Come and sing with me. The sun is shining, the music is playing. Life is for enjoying." The ant paused for a moment to catch his breath, placing the corn down. "I cannot, Grasshopper," said the aunt, looking at the swaying blades of grass and the buzzing bees. "I am helping to store food for the winter. There will be lean times ahead when food will be scarce. I suggest you do the same winter." "But winter is so far away," replied the grasshopper, taking another bow on his fiddle. "We have plenty of food right now. Why worry about tomorrow when today is so lovely? Look around you. The flowers are blooming. The birds are singing. Life is for enjoying." The ant shook his head. "You may be right, Grasshopper, but I would rather be safe than sorry. The days are warm and long, so I'll keep working." "Suit yourself," shrugged the grasshopper. "I will enjoy today." The grasshopper took another bow on his fiddle and began playing a lively tune as the bee buzzed past, carrying pollen. The ant picked up his kernel of corn and continued his slow, steady march toward his anthill. As the days passed, the ant kept working, storing food and making sure his home was ready for the coming winter. The grasshopper, on the other hand, continued to enjoy himself, playing his music and spending his days as he pleased. He often saw the ant working and couldn't help but laugh at what he saw. "Why work hard when you can work smart?" He'd call out to the ant. "Life is too short to be serious." The ant would just smile and keep working. As summer drew to a close, the leaves began to turn and the air grew cooler. The ant was almost finished with his preparations for the winter, but the grasshopper was still playing his fiddle and having fun. One day, as the ant was gathering the last of the berries, he saw the grasshopper sitting on a leaf, his head resting on his fiddle. The ant walked over and asked, "Are you still playing, Grasshopper? Winter is coming soon." "Yes," replied the grasshopper, his voice sad. "But what else can I do? I have no food stored and my fiddle is my only friend." "You should have listened to me and worked during the summer," said the ant. "Now you will have to face the winter as best you can." And with that, the ant turned and went back to his work. Then winter came. It was long and harsh. The snow fell in thick blankets, covering the ground and blocking the warmth of the sun. The wind howled through the bare branches of the trees, making the temperature drop even more. The ant stayed in his cozy home, eating his stored food and feeling safe and warm. He knew that spring would come soon, but until then, he would enjoy the quiet of his home and the satisfaction of knowing he was prepared. Meanwhile, the grasshopper shivered in the cold. He tried to find food, but everything was covered in snow and ice. His stomach growled with hunger and his legs ached from the cold. He had never felt so miserable in his life. One day, as the grasshopper was trudging through the deep snow, he saw the entrance to the ants' anthill. He crawled closer and knocked on the door with all his might. "Please, please let me in," he cried. "I am freezing and have not eaten in days. Please help me." The ant opened the door a crack and peered out. He saw the grasshopper weak and shivering, and he knew he could help him. The ant opened the door wider and beckoned to the grasshopper. "Come in," he said. "I will give you food and a place to stay." The grasshopper crawled into the anthill, grateful for the warmth and kindness of the ant. The next morning, the sun was shining brightly and the snow had melted into tiny streams. The grasshopper sat outside the anthill, listening to the birds and watching the flowers bloom. He realized that the ant had been right and he had wasted his time playing when he could have been preparing. "Thank you, Aunt, for helping me," he said. "I promise I will never waste my time again." The ant nodded and smiled. He was glad to see the grasshopper understand his mistake. And so the grasshopper kept his promise. He worked hard all summer, helping the ant gather food and repair the anthill. He also made time to play his fiddle and enjoy the beauty of the meadow, but only after his work was done. He learned that it is best to prepare today for the needs of tomorrow, and he never forgot the kindness of the ant. As the years passed, the grasshopper and the ant became the best of friends. They worked together, played together, and faced every challenge that came their way, always remembering the valuable lessons they learned from each other. The legend of their friendship echoed through the meadow, reminding all who heard it that balance is the key to a happy life. So, friends, like the grasshopper and the ant, we too need to find a balance between work and play. While it's important to plan for the future and take care of our responsibilities, it's also crucial to enjoy the present and appreciate the beauty of life. Only when we find this balance can we truly live a fulfilling and happy life. Did you enjoy this story? Let us know in the comments below. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories and give us a thumbs up for more content like this. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, stay curious, and make every day an adventure.